You're now watching Sports Bettor's Paradise on the BetRivers Network.
All right, Jimmy Ott with you here. Getting ready for the 4th of July and a little baseball, a little soccer going on. U.S. continues to struggle there. Another embarrassment for the men's side. But anyway, we're talking about some futures as well in Major League Baseball. And one of the hottest futures that's going on right now is Paul Skenes. Rookie of the Year. On opening day, he was 30-1. Now, they waited to call him up because if they waited a certain length, they would extend. They would hold on to his rights for an extra year. See what the Cubs did with Chris Bryant and some of those rookies back in that era. So opening day is 31. So he got a late start. On May 1st, it went to 15-1 for Rookie of the Year. By June 1st, he's rolling plus 300, and now he's minus a 270. We got on him at plus 300 right around that June 1st when he's showing no signs of tapering off. That's the good side of it. The Cy Young, he was off the board opening day, May 1st. He's 150-1. June 1st, 100-1, and now to 50-1. So, are you late to the party on getting a stock? Or, is this thing going – it's showing no signs of going the other way. Rookie of the Year, he is going to have to get hurt. Problem is, it gives you – and look, this is an era where a lot of pitchers, get hurt all the time. And they are limiting his pitch count. They will not let him start an at-bat after he's thrown 100 pitches. He's gone 7 full innings one time. He's pretty much 6 innings. 6 innings every time. He went 6 1/3 another time. They let him throw to one batter. He went over the 100 pitch mark, and then he pulled him after 6 1/3. And the Dodgers was kind of back and forth. He went 5 in that one. So he's giving you 6. The thing about it, his innings pitched is going to be limited because he's a strikeout pitcher, and he's on the pitch count. I don't think they're going to pull him, say, like a Strasburg and shut him down with like a month to go. Military background's in terrific shape. Every announcer, analyst that talks about effortless, fluid delivery, a big, can handle it. And so he's built to go deep, to go much longer than he is. I sat in Omaha last year and watched him throw 122 pitches last year in the game that put LSU in the championship series over Wake Forest. The other thing is he's got a mentality with that military background. He does not get flustered. When you give up a solo home run, all right, you say that's one run, no big deal. But you got to see what the residual effect of it is. All right, do they start getting a little tentative because they gave up a long ball and start nibbling and things like that? Well, he's shown that as well. The last 2 starts, he's given up a leadoff home run. Didn't give up anything the rest of the game. The problem is for innings pitched, so the innings pitched threshold is 162 innings, and that is to qualify for ERA. There is a little history when it comes to that. And Clayton Kershaw had a considerably better year than Max Scherzer in 2016, but he only threw 149 innings. He finished 5th to Scherzer. He had basically half the 1.3 less ERA, 0.3 less or 0.24 less whip, and it just didn't. He wasn't taken seriously by a lot of voters. Did get 2 votes. He's on pace for 136 innings. I just don't see where he's going to be able to compile enough innings to be taken seriously for the Cy Young. Now, is there a chance? We're talking about voters. We're talking about voters on these things. He is pitching well. Some of the competition, guys like Ranger Suarez, got smashed by Miami at home in his last start. For the Glasnow, for the Dodgers, got hit very hard his last start out. A couple of tough luck pitches for guys like Wheeler. Well, Skenes pitches a lot of tough luck as well. But there is a little bit of, there's not too many guys ahead of him. Is there a chance? 50-1, $20? Why not? Maybe to win 1,000. But don't plow in. I wouldn't exactly plow in. Rookie of the Year, well, try and hook it up with maybe one of these parlays and money line parlays and something like that, because that's going to be tough as well. So we're seeing our Astros make a move. We got down on them at plus 200. Now, there were better numbers out there, but they are rolling again, and it's their young pitching that is doing it for them. So guys like Argetti, Ben Brown has been phenomenal, man. 6 straight unbelievable starts in Canada. The day game in Toronto on Monday was phenomenal. Again, did not give up a run. Just the bullpen gave up a late solo shot. And Seattle's got problems. The pitching that they rely on so heavily is kind of showing a little bit of kinks, especially Castillo. And we know they have problems with their lineup. So that's, we're monitoring that one. The other one that we're monitoring is the Philadelphia Eagles. We got them at plus 120. They're now at even money. If you didn't get them to win the NFC East, I wouldn't say it's urgent right now, but get something at some point, because you love what the Eagles did in the offseason. And Dallas is Dallas, and Jerry Jones gets in the way. And, hey, they got a first-place schedule. The Eagles do not. One mark against that, I'm not crazy about Kelsey retiring from that roster. And then WNBA is going on right now in the summertime. And the Indiana Fever they're much improved. There is no question about that. I mean, if you go back to when LeBron and Chris Bosh joined Dwayne Wade in the Heat, it took them, 25 games or so? It's basketball. Chemistry is important. It takes time. And there's one thing that, certainly Caitlin Clark has had to learn her new role. And, she's more of a facilitator. She's a pass-first ball handler right now. But they are getting better. It was a big win for them in Phoenix over the weekend. And, look, they're probably going to lose to Las Vegas, but their win total right now, in-season win total, is at 16.5. They go 500, they're going to get that by a game and a half. And I think that's what they are right now after things have settled down. Now, schedule-related, there's no doubt. Would you get a little bit better number after they lose to Las Vegas? Probably so. But it's something to look at, because they are a much improved team, and you getting a much better price. Not the 14.5 where it dipped down to, but at 16.5, I still think it's bettable for the Fever over right now, and I've been taking them in some of their games. But there's not a ton of parity in that league, and it's kind of schedule related. They're competing and beating some of the weaker teams, and they are, they're just not quite. I want to see that game against New York later this weekend to see how they do at home. I think there's a chance they could pull off an upset right there, but I would not wait till that game to bet the Fever over the 16.5. Happy 4th of July. The hot dogs, eat all the hot dogs. Be safe out there. I'm Jimmy Ott for the Sports Bettor's Paradise on the Bet Rivers Network.